Well, what we're talking about here today is the Centrepolis Accelerator, which is located on the campus of Lawrence Technological University, and they're having a major event this Thursday, August 25th. And assuming Dan is with us, I can't see him at the moment because I'm on my phone with this thing. But if he is indeed with us, Dan, why don't we start out by telling people what the Centrepolis Accelerator is and what it does?
Yeah, Matt, thanks. Mike, thanks for having me today. And Centrepolis Accelerator is a department of Lawrence Tech University here in Southfield, Michigan. And our role is to help develop hardware-based physical products, design, engineer, and get them manufactured in Michigan. So we work with inventors, startups, even established small businesses that have ideas for new products. So that could be anything from consumer products, medical devices, to clean energy products. And we actually have a concentration on clean tech, climate tech, circular economy type products, thanks to the support from the Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes Energy, who funds that work.
All right. So the event. So these are businesses that are involved in products and services that basically help the environment. They either eliminate pollution or they're technologies that help with help other businesses consume less energy, create less waste, recycle and upcycle more products, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see innovation, everything from wind, solar, geothermal, like renewable energy, to electric vehicles and the batteries and power electronics and e-motors that enable them, to technologies that just make buildings more energy efficient, all the above.
Okay.
And as well as you pointed out, recycled materials and technologies that take end of life anything that's doomed for landfill and convert it back to a value added product.
So you have established an annual event for these companies. This is the second annual one. Tell us a little bit about the C3 Summit. What's the program? What's going to be happening on Thursday? It's Thursday from 1 to 7 p.m., right?
Actually noon to 7 p.m. And
Okay.
yes, it's a marquee event. It's one that allows us to not only showcase all the great, what we call C3 companies that are developing clean tech, climate tech, circular economy innovations. We'll have over 30 exhibits of companies in Michigan that have those types of products and technologies. We also have a pitch competition every year where we have 10 companies that we are investing in or considering investing in, with judging panel and awards at the end of the event. But it's really a convening of not just companies, but leaders in the industry. So we'll have our major utilities, DTE Energy and Consumers Energy there. We also have national representation from a wide variety of clean tech investors, including a keynote panel that features Ashley Gross with Breakthrough Energy Fellows, which is Bill Gates' climate tech fund. We're also featuring David Howell with the Department of Energy, who's in charge of the Vehicle Technology Office, as well as the new Office of Manufacturing and Energy Supply Chains. We have Liesl Clark there, the director of EGLE, and as well as Zach Culloden, who's the Chief Infrastructure Officer, and reports directly to the governor. And there's quite a bit of announcements over the last few months, including recently the Inflation Reduction Act, but there was an announcement earlier on the bipartisan infrastructure law, the CHIPS Act, the Science Act, and a lot of these are incentives and funding and programs that support clean energy and a cleaner climate. So we're going to try to help people that attend this event understand the differences between these different acts and laws, and ultimately how they could benefit users of energy, as well as those that are developing the cleaner energy products of the future.
So let's run down the agenda real quickly. What's at the beginning of the meeting, and what's the flow of the event going to be like?
Well, we have a panel discussion that involves our utilities and Zach Culloden and others that are going to be talking about all of these acts and laws, including the infrastructure initiative and the Inflation Reduction Act, and trying to help the audience really understand what that means for Michigan and the impacts it likely can have to not only a cleaner energy future, but manufacturing supply chains of these new products. Liesl Clark will be there as well, the director of Eagle, who will be talking about the impact that has, as well as the recently released My Healthy Climate Plan. This was a detailed plan released by Eagle in the state of Michigan for a cleaner energy future. It addresses not only how do we get more electric vehicles and improve public transportation with cleaner mobility options, but also how do we have resilience in our grid, and also protect Michigan's land and water and driving towards a clean energy future. So and then we do have, as I mentioned, David Howell and Ashley Gross and others that are going to be there kind of sharing more of what's happening at the national level, as well as from a private investment standpoint.
Cool.
And then we'll have the 10 companies pitching, providing information on their products, their technologies, again, all Michigan-based climate tech related companies sharing what they're doing to make a not only a cleaner energy future, but an opportunity for economic development and job growth here in our home state.
Yeah, that's what I don't think a lot of people understand about where all this is headed, particularly with this latest round of federal investment through the Inflation Reduction Act, and before that, the Infrastructure Act. There's going to be hundreds of billions of dollars in federal seed money being poured into these industries. So it is a major job growth and economic development opportunity, right?
Oh, absolutely. This is the largest energy act we've seen in years, and even larger than what we saw in the Obama administration. So what I particularly like about it is there's a real focus on putting funding and support into those that are manufacturing the clean energy products that we need. And as you know, we're a manufacturing state. We have a lot of companies that are already producing a wide variety of renewable products, and certainly electric vehicles and the enabling components that allow for electrification of our mobility systems. We have a lot of battery developers here, manufacturers, those that develop e-motors, power electronics that enable electric vehicles. So having these companies an opportunity to benefit from this from these acts and laws in a meaningful way to help them scale their operations and grow and employ here is going to be a real boon to our economy for sure. You're right, Matt.
Okay, so give us a couple of examples of some of these presenting companies. What do they actually do? What kind of products are they providing?
It's everything from your typical electrification type tech company, right? So I'll give you an example. There's Hercules, which is a company that is taking their expertise in automotive electrification to the marine industry. So they're electrifying pontoon boats, for instance.
Okay.
We also have, one of the leading and growing energy storage companies, Our Next Energy, who has developed the world's longest range battery pack that is going into vehicles. And then a company that's just now launching and developing electric vehicle charging systems and trying to get them manufactured right here in Detroit, a company by the name of Dunamis Charge. And then we have, technologies that are more in that circular economy area, right? Like Nextiles, they're a upcycler of, foam and other polymers that are waste from automotive plants that typically go to landfill, and they're taking those high insulated materials and basically shredding them up and using them as blown insulation for buildings. So a wide variety of different technologies and some really powerful companies, even outside of those that are pitching, that we'll have on display with exhibits at the event.
And this is the second annual C3 Summit. Last year's event was mostly virtual, and although the Centrepolis Accelerator on LTU's campus is a wonderful 6,000 square foot space for research and prototyping of products, this event kind of has outgrown that space. And so tell us a little bit about the venue, about where the event's going to be taking place in person this year.
Yeah, it's actually really close by in Lathrup Village. There's a new conference center called the MIT, Michigan First Conference Center, right off of Evergreen Road and right off in Lodge Freeway 696. And it is really state of the art, and it allows us to have a large conference area. We already have over 200 people registered, so we needed a larger venue than what Centrepolis and LTU, event centers had. And it allows us to feature the companies with exhibits, right? People get here, they want to meet and greet companies that are making a difference, and in this case, in the clean tech space. And so we're able to kind of feature a wide variety of companies, over 30 companies that'll have exhibit space as well.
Okay, so we've got about 5 minutes left in the segment, so people are all charged up about this, so to speak, since it's an energy event. And how do they get more information about it? What's the website, and how do you register, and does it cost to attend?
So they can go to centrepolisaccelerator.com.
I would spell that because it has kind of a funky spelling. So
yeah, I was just going to do that. It's CENTREPOLIS accelerator.com, all one word. And under the events tab, you'll find information on the C3 Summit, the event we're talking about. And the nice thing, to Matt's earlier question, it is free of charge to attend. You have options to attend both in person or remotely, based on your choice.
let me weigh in real quick. I've let Matt run with the ball on this, but we always assume that people don't really understand what we're talking about unless we define it. And you have a lot of partners at the Centrepolis Accelerator. Why don't you talk real briefly about that? Who are your partners in that besides LTU, obviously, but besides them?
Well, yeah, I mean, one of the reasons we launched this accelerator to support the entire state is that we have, first of all, as our most direct partner to help develop products is the university faculty and students. So Lawrence Tech engineering talent is just amazing, and being able to use the faculty and students to help design, engineer, develop products, test, and validate is the most important partnership to make this click. And then obviously having, funding partners, the city of Southfield, who really founded us, Shelley Freeman and Fred Zorn. I don't know what we've done without their financial support. We help quite a few Southfield businesses, startups, inventors, established businesses with developing new products, thanks to their support. We also received funding through the Michigan Economic Development Corporation, Eagle, as I mentioned, and a wide variety of other partners. But we do a lot in-house now. We have our own in-house product design engineering team, prototyping team. We have a prototyping shop. We're able to re-engineer products, drive out cost, complexity. And what we can't do in-house, we do, Mike, have valuable partners right here in the region that we reach out to for more complicated prototyping, or, designing and engineering and building tooling. More importantly, what we try to do with all of our clients' work is, when we're developing new products and launching products, clean energy or otherwise, is making sure that they're design, engineered, prototyped, and manufactured right here in our home state. And we've been doing a pretty good job of it. And what's great about that is, as you help those companies grow and launch their product, it's also having a major impact to Michigan's supply chain. In fact, we factored over the last 4 years alone that we've been able to, our clients have been able to provide $24 million of contracts to Michigan-based suppliers as they were developing and manufacturing their products.
Not to mention the LTU students, they come out of this program and they're essentially ready to step into industry, right?
Absolutely. And sometimes it's the students that have those ideas and are bringing their own product idea to market. But quite often it's the students supporting our existing clients, whether it be a startup or established firm, an inventor. We actually use the students and faculty quite a bit to help support the product development, testing, and validation of products that we're developing outside the university as well.
Okay, Matt.